there, alley cats! I have an update for you on a video that I didn't think would ever need an update, but I wanted to talk about some things that have happened since I uploaded the video telling my experience with the former Hypixel staff manager KevinKool, and also answer some frequent questions and comments I've gotten on that video. To start is what you're probably here for in the first place. It's in the title. KevinKool has returned. Well, sort of. He created a new Twitter account, which I believe has now been deactivated, but he used it to contact me and at least one other person, possibly more. Apparently, another former staff member who is still friends with Kevin told him about the video that I posted. And I want to get this out of the way real quick and say now, I know who it is and I have no ill feelings towards this person for linking my video to Kevin. We've talked multiple times in the past and been friendly with each other, so I doubt they did it in a malicious way, so I'm not mad at them or anything for that. Just wanted to mention that really quick. Anyway, so Kevin contacted me out of the blue. It was so random and unexpected, I didn't even know how to react, especially since he messaged me during my trip to the East Coast for a family emergency. Like, literally, at the exact moment he sent the message, my mom had just picked me up from the airport and we were driving across the state to see my dying grandfather, so I already had a lot on my mind at the time, and this completely threw me for a loop. In the first message, he tried to start off nice by saying I've gotten better at making videos and telling me he's not trying to start shit, so I shouldn't freak out. Of course, immediately I thought this must be a troll, because this wouldn't be the first time some random person has impersonated Kevin after he was kicked from the staff team, and it wouldn't even be the first impersonator that's messaged me. So he asked how he could prove it was really him, and I was thinking back to some of the conversations we had in the past and tried to think of a question to ask that only the real Kevin would know the answer to. This question was what profession he was studying and ended up quitting before he started working for Hypixel, and much to my dismay, he answered it correctly. So this was honestly and truly the real KevinKool. I hadn't talked to him for over 3 years, so I was very confused why he was even speaking to me since I blocked him on Skype when he tried to add me back a few months after he was banned from Hypixel, so I thought he would have taken a hint that I had no desire to have any sort of conversation with him ever again. But he said he wanted to apologize for his past behavior, which was good, I guess, and I did appreciate that and thanked him for it, but obviously that doesn't entirely make up for everything he did. And he said he wouldn't talk to me anymore unless I wanted him to, which I definitely didn't. But by then we had arrived at the hospice center where my grandfather was staying at, so I didn't check my phone for a while. And in the meantime, he continued and asked how I was doing, how my life was going, trying to start a conversation with me. And that's when I told him that while I was glad he apologized, I had no interest in talking with him. So he said okay, and later on his account was deactivated. I'm not sure how his interactions went with the other people he contacted, but I imagine it was pretty similar. Also, something else I wanted to address were certain negative comments I had on the original video. And not the general sort of hate comments like, your voice sucks, your FPS is garbage, and that sort of thing. It was the kind of stupid people where even though Kevin was the one doing the awful thing by manipulating and exploiting his staff for weird pictures, somehow I was getting shit for it. Fortunately, these ignorant asshats were the minority, but like, that still doesn't make sense to me. I can't quite wrap my brain around it. The most common of these comments were, how could you let this go on for so long? Why didn't you report it to the admins? Why are you bringing it up now? Are you just trying to start drama? Well, I think Kevin was a good guy, so I don't think he did anything wrong. So you must be exaggerating. Along with some very choice words. Just in general, trying to make me feel like I did something wrong in this situation, or that I shouldn't speak out about it, or that it doesn't matter because it's just a block game. And to those people, I have to give a big ol' fuck you, you absolute shithead. Yes, this happened a long time ago. Yes, this revolved around a Minecraft server. No, no one was actually physically abused, but that doesn't make it any less scummy and bad that lots of female staff, including some who were underage, were coerced into sending someone acting as our boss tons of photos for his own sick pleasure nearly every day. I thought I explained this pretty thoroughly in the video, but I guess some people didn't actually watch before commenting. I don't know. But I'll say it again louder for those in the back. This guy was a predator! Imagine, if you will, someone who was supposed to be your manager and in charge of you in a place where you volunteered nearly all of your free time just approached you one day and said, hey, you know, we should spend more time together. Just the two of us and nobody else. It'll be fun, and we'll be such good friends and get to know each other so well. And hey, as my friend, can you send me selfies? But make sure you're smiling. I really like that. And also wear this outfit. Ooh, I have a fetish for that outfit, but it's not sexual or anything. No, definitely not. There's nothing to worry about. We can play sexual truth or dare, and you can tell me all sorts of personal questions, like how many people you've had sex with, what's your biggest fantasy, or your favorite sex position. But this isn't creepy because we're friends. This is completely normal because we're friends. Such good friends. Send me pictures, friend, and I'll give you stuff. Give me your address so I know where you live, and I can send you stuff. I'll give you anything you want. Just keep sending me pictures. Send me maybe 10 for tomorrow and 15 for the next day, so that's plenty of time to get some good ones. Don't worry about it. It's fine. There's no need to be uncomfortable. We're just friends. You don't have a boyfriend, so this is fine. You can totally do this. This is normal. So much normal. But wait, friend, you're hanging out with this guy? Oh, no. You shouldn't do that. He's bad. He's done this awful thing, and he's just not a good person to be around. You shouldn't hang out with this guy either. Even though he's a staff member, he's also terrible and can do lots of bad things if he wanted to. I know what I'm talking about. Just don't spend time with any of them. Just spend time with me. Only me, friend. If you go spend time with them, I'll drink a lot and listen to sad music, and I'll miss you and your beautiful face so much. And I can't deal with that. I'm self-destructing because you're not spending time with me. And send more pictures. I need more. Have them be just like the last ones, but new. They've got to be new. You can't send the same pictures. You can trust me. Just trust me so I can trust you. If I can't trust people to be my friend, then I can't trust them to be on my staff. I like my staff to be my friends, so be my friend. Please do what I want because we're friends. Like my real life friend, Hypixel. You know, the owner of the server that I'm staff manager on, and you're one of my staff members, so send me more pictures. Take some selfies, and some of that outfit I have a fetish for because we're friends. And I can trust you to be my friend, and therefore one of my staff members, right? I don't need to demote you and possibly ban you, right? Because I can do that. That staff member you're friends with, I demoted him just because I don't like him. He's bad and you shouldn't hang out with him, but we're friends, so you have nothing to worry about. Just keep sending pictures. Send pictures. Send me more pictures! I can't believe I actually have to spell this out because people are so stupid to blame the person who was being pressured, exploited, bribed, and even threatened by this creep who was always demanding more from us. Of course, hindsight is 20/20, and as an adult, I should have recognized the signs and knew better than to get myself involved in this situation, and at the very least, I shouldn't have stayed quiet about it. But he was very good at manipulating people into getting what he wanted out of us. And I do say us because, as I said, there were many female staff wrapped up in this mess. And it's not even like I'm assuming they went through the same thing I did and I'm trying to exaggerate to fit my narrative or something. No. After the video was posted, multiple current and former staff members had messaged me to thank me for uploading it and to tell me their side of the story, which for most of them was pretty identical to mine. They didn't even really know how many girls Kevin was talking to because all that was mentioned to the staff team as a whole was that Kevin had been forced out of his position, and there weren't any details given as to why. It wasn't until Kevin tried to add me back on Skype months later when I messaged an admin to let them know, and that's when I was informed of exactly what happened. They said lots of other girls had been through the same experience I had. When I was making the original video, I'd sort of forgotten that it had been a private conversation, so I was one of the few people that actually knew how bad it was. And after I posted the video, and lots of Kevin's other former friends reached out to me and said they thought they were the only one, and that it was nice to know that they weren't alone in that situation, so it put their mind at ease a bit. But Kevin still abused his power in one of the worst ways possible and made all of us his victims. It feels a bit weird to use that word, but it's accurate. We were targets of his abuse. For me, it wasn't exactly traumatizing or something that affects me on a mental and emotional level today, but it was still a horrible experience to have to deal with that. And that's only my feelings on it. I can't speak for the other current and former staff and say for sure just how they all felt about it, but I imagine it's still probably not very good, especially for the younger ones. So for those of you trying to say that it doesn't matter, it's our fault for getting roped into this and not speaking up or whatever the fuck, don't be a victim-blaming piece of shit. If that is the mindset you have when it comes to this subject, then you are part of the problem. You're holding us more accountable than Kevin, the one person who actually should be getting the blame for this mess, who caused all of us so much distress over the years. You have no idea what all of us had to deal with. So to say things like this or to try to insist that, oh, this couldn't have happened, Kevin was a good guy. Well, duh! Of course he seemed like that to everyone else. He wasn't exactly going to announce that he was collecting explicit pictures of girls from his own staff, and predators will see what you're doing if you're putting the blame on the victims or giving him the benefit of the doubt no matter the situation. Then they know they've gotten away with it and will continue to harm more people in the future. So please do everyone and society a favor and just don't. As for why I'm speaking up about it recently, it was because I'd mentioned Kevin in some of my previous Hypixel Storytime videos. And even though I was using a different name for him, a lot of people still knew it was Kevin, and I had so many comments asking me to talk about him. So I decided to share my experience. And I figured since I do have a platform to speak up about it now, since many others couldn't, I'd be the one to get the full story out there. This isn't about drama. This isn't about getting attention. This isn't about whatever bullshit you can come up with. No one else who dealt with Kevin had spoken publicly about it, and I think it's important for people to learn from this, especially my younger audience, so they can recognize the signs of someone trying to take advantage of you in an inappropriate way, because in this day and age, it can really happen to anyone. So, this video got real pretty fast. I hope I have addressed all the concerns, even the ones that were presented in a not so polite and professional manner, but I think that's pretty much everything I needed to say. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe if you have not already. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Bye.